We're here for you.
Welcome back. Former Venice High School football star Trey Burton is preparing for the biggest game of his career. You may have heard about it, Super Bowl 52.
That's right. The Philadelphia Eagle will take the field in Minneapolis this Sunday with the entire Venice community back here at home cheering him on. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick joins us with more on his journey. Jess?
Scott, Jacqueline, Trey Burton signed with the Eagles in 2014 as an undrafted free agent. Just 3 seasons later, the tight end could soon have a Super Bowl ring on his finger. It's an exciting time for the Venice community because there, you may not be an Eagles fan, but everyone's a Trey Burton fan. Burton was the star quarterback at Venice High School in 2008 and 2009. His former coaches and mentors say he was not just a star athlete, but a role model, a hard worker, and someone that everyone just wanted to be around. Now, watching his NFL career soar with the Eagles, his coaches say it's just a dream come true that they're so proud. His former coaches, John Peacock and Larry Shannon, along with the athletic director, Pete Dombrowski, have all kept in touch with Burton over the past decade, many times even traveling to see him play. Venice Indians head coach John Peacock was just at last week's NFC Championship game and was able to celebrate the big win with Burton.
Going to the NFC Championship game was awesome, seeing him out there, and it just kind of, you know that he's in the NFL, and it kind of just sunk home when you walk in and you see his locker and you just see all the things that he's involved in.
I texted him last night because I know it's going to get wild at the Super Bowl, so I wanted to text him and say, hey, good luck, and hope everything goes well, and I want to try on your Super Bowl ring.
I'm told that Trey Burton's brother Clay is going to the Super Bowl on Sunday along with some of his uncles. His former coaches, however, will be watching this game from home, but of course they're rooting him and the Eagles on and hoping for the best. Jacqueline.
Thank you so much for that update, Jess. The Ringling College Lifelong Learning Academy is celebrating its new name in partnership with a national network of learning institutes. The Bernard Osher Foundation has chosen Ringling to join its group. The school will be renamed the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at Ringling College. The foundation has awarded the program a $100,000 grant to further its community engagement efforts.
Enables us to do a better job in reaching out to the community, to getting more people involved in lifelong learning and hopefully coming to take our classes.
In 2019, the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at Ringling College will make its permanent home at the Ringling College Museum campus.
All right, back to Bob for another check on our weather today. And after a cool start, though, I thought it was a beautiful day.
It was one of those perfect days.
Yeah. Bob?
Spectacular, just like the moon this morning, too. Only wish it could have lasted a little longer as far as that lunar eclipse went. We are looking at some clouds around the East Coast, kind of circulating around this area of high pressure, which continues to dominate our weather with fair skies right now. You can see those clouds starting to work a little bit more off toward the southeast, or at least the east on that last shot there. They're moving from the east to the west there, rotating around that area of high pressure. Currently it's fair, and the temperature 70 degrees, the dew point pretty low, and the humidity dry, comfortable 41%. We have an east wind at 7, and sustained winds not all that strong. Duet 9 miles an hour, 7 at Parrish, 5 on our Siesta Key. That's what makes it nice too. Not much of a wind out there, just kind of nice and comfortable. 6 mile an hour wind at Rotunda, and 9 in Northport. Low temperatures tonight will be cool. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be as cold, though, as it was this morning. We'll be right around 50 degrees near the coast. Inland areas maybe a couple of degrees warmer than that, but generally a little bit better than we've seen over the past couple of mornings. And then highs tomorrow will be once again nice into the low 70s. By 5 o'clock tomorrow, we'll still be at 69 degrees, which is not bad at all. Well, much more coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A new bill at the state capitol aims to simplify the collection and reporting of criminal justice data. The goal of the bill is to better understand exactly who is in jail, for what crimes, and for how long, while making the information more accessible to the public. During a news conference at the Capitol today, House Speaker Richard Corcoran said having easier access to good data will lead to better accountability in the criminal justice system and ultimately save taxpayer dollars.
What this will do moving forward will allow us to have clear answers, clear understanding, and clear data on how to move forward in creating the best criminal justice system in America.
That was Richard Corcoran. Right now, each of Florida's 67 counties store criminal information differently, and what is and is not classified can vary between jurisdictions. This legislation aims to put all of the statistics in one easy-to-find database.
In Washington, personal cell phones could soon be prohibited at the Pentagon. 3 U.S. defense officials say Defense Secretary James Mattis is considering the ban, which prevent U.S. military and civilian personnel from bringing their personal cell phones into the Pentagon. The officials say the proposal is under review and no final decision has been made. A similar ban took effect at the White House earlier this month. Staffers can no longer bring personal cell phones into the West Wing.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention looking for a new leader tonight. CDC Director Brenda Fitzgerald resigned from her position today, just 6 months after being selected for the post. In a statement, the Department of Health and Human Services blamed what it called her complex financial interest for Fitzgerald's decision. The move comes one day after Politico reported Fitzgerald bought tobacco stock after becoming CDC director. Such an investment goes against the mission of the CDC. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight.
A total lunar eclipse occurred during a blue moon and a supermoon early this morning. What it looked like across the country as well as here on the Suncoast.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Start the year off with big savings during the Start Something New event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Ram trucks, and for a limited time, you can take your new Ram 1500 home for as little as $19,999, or go big and step up to a new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $13,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Carmina Burana in Motion. Carl Orff's choral masterpiece, Carmina Burana, bursts into life in this lavish production designed for 60 voices, 3 celebrated soloists, a 2-piano percussion ensemble, and dynamic premiere choreography performed by members of Sarasota Contemporary Dance. Do not miss this lush feast of the senses. Saturday, February 3rd, 4 p.m. at Church of the Palms in Sarasota. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org or by calling 941-387-4900.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View. He is college football's only 2-time Heisman winner, and he's coming here to kick off our Super Bowl celebration. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we'll sit down with Archie Griffin of Ohio State and Cincinnati Bengals fame. Plus, we'll look at Super Bowl ads, past and present. Save some cash with DIY dog grooming and healthier Super Bowl snacks with Brew Burgers in the kitchen. Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The sky featured a celestial trifecta this morning, a super, blue, and blood moon. According to NASA, it's the first time since 1982. ABC's Elizabeth Herr has more on this rare cosmic show from New York.
A rare moon rising, decades in the making, a triple treat, a super blue blood moon. A supermoon because it's at its closest point to the Earth, A blue moon because it's the second full moon in a calendar month, and a blood moon because it appears red during the lunar eclipse. That's when the moon is directly in the Earth's shadow. In other words, the moon was super big and super bright. A must-see for these families who spent the night aboard an aircraft carrier in San Francisco for a watch party. ABC's Kana Whitworth was also there.
I couldn't sleep.
He couldn't sleep, but they loved this super blue blood moon. And your favorite part of it?
It was the when it started turning red. Yeah.
Why is it red? Well, the reason why is because the same reason why we have a blue sky and we have red sunsets. The Earth's atmosphere bends the light around the Earth to make it fall on the moon, and the blue light gets scattered out going in all directions, and the red light makes it through, so the moon appears red.
In short, an incredible sight for sky gazers. In New York, the moon may have looked a little orange, and that's because catching the eclipse in the East Coast, not ideal. In fact, we are told the western U.S. got the best view of this rare event. So how rare was this? Well, the next time you'll catch a super blue blood moon here in the U.S. will be in exactly 19 years. That's January 31st, 2037. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
And my dad will be 101 years old on that day. Can you believe it? Yeah, he's 81 today. Happy birthday, Dad. And super blue moon and blood moon as well. Richard Namikis, Dr. Richard Namikis, sending this great photo in this morning from the Venice Pier. You can see it. We didn't get the total lunar eclipse because the moon actually went below the horizon before everything got going there. And get a look at this. KCK webcam went back to 3 a.m. You can see the waves out there and look out over the Gulf of Mexico. Kind of looks like a little bit of a night evening shot there, but that's 3 a.m. And then you'll see the moon coming down. Here it is at around 5 a.m. Just lighting up the Gulf right there. Very spectacular bright moon, 30% brighter because of it's at perigee, which means it's closest to the Earth's orbit than it normally is. And again, that's 14% closer than usual. And you can see right there at 6:45, it's still bright, but then the sun rises and you lose that moon effect there as the moon dropped below right around 7:17. Well, mostly fair. Cool, but not as cold tonight. You're going to still see the moon rise at 6:35. It'll be almost full, and it will be big still, though, and you'll see it set at 8:07, so we should get some dramatic photos of the moon again tonight and tomorrow. Send them into pics at mysuncoast.com. We still have a lot more to show. I can only show 4 right there, but we'll try to show those on our Facebook page as well as put them on our mysuncoast.com. You can see the satellite and radar imagery showing basically these low clouds moving off the Carolinas right now, but nothing going on here. There is a frontal boundary approaching through the central United States. It was yesterday here. Now it's down, moving through southern Illinois and into Oklahoma right now. This continues to move in this direction, but it doesn't have a lot of force behind it. The low pressure area driving this cold front is going to stay well to the north, and that means this front is going to kind of weaken as it moves in, and we'll continue to see high pressure dominating our weather, as I mentioned, for the next couple of days here. Well, overnight lows tonight will be cool, a little bit below average, but not as cold as this morning. Northport right at 46. 49 at Inglewood and Mayaca City, 47 degrees. Lakewood Ranch will be at 47 to start things off tomorrow morning, and 49 in Braden, and a few degrees warmer at Anna Maria. We'll have clear skies, too, and it will be bright out there, just as the moon is still going to be nearly full. 70 degrees currently, and the humidity at 41%. So it's dry, and at a high today, 71, but I want to show you this low, 43. That's what it was. So nearly 10 degrees below average. And as far as the forecast goes tomorrow, we'll start off into the upper 40s to low 50s, and then quickly warm. And it should be a delightful afternoon. High temperatures will be into the low 70s, which is fairly typical for this time of year. Well, the GFS model shows that front weakening as it pushes into our area on Friday. We may see a little increase in cloudiness on Friday, but don't cancel your outdoor plans. It's still going to be nice. And then the bigger front comes down with a little piece of energy in the Gulf of Mexico, kind of meeting with that front on Sunday. And then you'll see the rain spreading in. This one a little later in the day on Sunday. So it looks like, once again, if you got morning tea time, should be okay. Even early afternoon now looks okay. A light chop on the bays and inland waters. Here's the 7-day forecast then. As it looks, we have 73 for high tomorrow. Friday looks like Music on Main, looks to be really quite nice. Sunday night now, I think, is when we're going to see that rain chance. Sunday night mainly into early Monday morning. And then notice temperatures don't drop all that much. Tuesday we get a high of 75, Wednesday 76, so it should be nice for the work week next week, and low temperatures, nothing drastic at this point as we move through the rest of the work week. And again, Saturday looks good too, so if you have any plans Saturday, not a problem, just a few clouds around, low temperatures into the mid to upper 50s right through the weekend. Well, much more on our weather coming up, and a few more pictures on the super blue moon coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Looking forward to it. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. Traffic is slow moving along US 301 in Sarasota, just between Morrill Street and Brother Green Way. Scott?
Thanks, Jacqueline. Equifax will offer its free credit protection deal for 5 more months. The company made its initial offer after revealing last year that personal information of more than 145 million people was exposed during the breach. That offer was set to expire Tuesday, but Equifax is extending it now to June 30th. Experts advise that consumers also freeze their credit at 2 other credit bureaus, Experian and TransUnion. I think that's how you say it, TransUnion, which may still carry a fee.
Facebook's new messaging app designed for kids is facing some criticism. A group of child development experts that include psychiatrists, pediatricians, and educators has sent a letter to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg saying children under 13 are not ready to have social media accounts. Their reasoning is because kids cannot navigate online relationships and protect their own privacy. The opposition to Facebook's app adds to growing concerns over digital media and devices. Some big Apple investors calling on the company this month to work harder to make the iPhone less addictive. And some former Facebook employees have warned about how effectively the service hooks users.
Chipotle wants its customer loyalty back. The Mexican restaurant chain and its delivery partner Postmates are offering free delivery during Super Bowl weekend. Chipotle has been struggling with its image after a series of food safety scares began to plague the company back in 2015. Just last summer, sick employees at a Virginia Chipotle location caused an outbreak of a norovirus that made several customers sick. The company has tried various promotions, including introducing new products like queso to win back loyalty. But you can enter the code Chipotle Bowl on the Postmates site or app to take advantage of free delivery this weekend.
That's interesting. Normally you see, your wings or your dips or even pizza, but tacos during the Super Bowl, that's a new one. I don't think I've ever really had.
Chips and dip go good too.
There you go.
Big game, yeah.
Well, stay with us. Entertainment news is coming up next.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos. To use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
Around the neighborhood or around town, you'll feel good and look even better driving your new Fiat. For maximum performance, check out the all-new Fiat Spider. You'll flip over the superior handling and capability. Or follow roads less traveled in the Fiat 500X. So go big or go small. With prices starting as low as $13,999, you're sure to find a Fiat that fits your style during the Start Something New event, going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Selfless service is the guiding principle of every Army National Guard soldier. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. To be an Army National Guard soldier is to serve something greater than yourself. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
In entertainment news, a lawyer for Harvey Weinstein called actress Rose McGowan's claims of rape against the former Hollywood producer a bold lie. Attorney Ben Brafman wrote in a statement that McGowan is trying to smear Weinstein to promote her new book called Brave. McGowan details her allegations against Weinstein in the memoir released yesterday. In the book, she claims the producer forced himself on her during what began as a business meeting at the Sundance Film Festival back in 1997. Brafman says Weinstein denies McGowan's claims. Over the last few months, scores of women have publicly accused Weinstein of sexual harassment or assault.
The man fired from his radio DJ job for groping Taylor Swift now has a new job at a Mississippi radio station. David Muller began co-hosting the Jackson and John Bob show on Monday. Swift accused Muller of grabbing her backside during a backstage meet and greet in 2013. Muller sued Swift in 2015 for $3 million, claiming those accusations were false and cost him his Denver radio job. Swift then countersued him for assault and battery, where he was forced to pay Swift $1, a symbolic amount chosen by the singer. Mueller continues to deny ever groping Swift.
Music producer Quincy Jones telling GQ magazine that he has 22 girlfriends. In a wide-ranging interview, Jones said that the women live in different cities, but they all know about each other. He said his daughters will not let him date women younger than they are. Jones, who turns 85 in March, also said he'd never date a woman his own age. The interview includes anecdotes from Jones's long career in the music industry, and it appears in the March issue of GQ.
In the spotlight tonight on the Suncoast, something brand new at Ringling Museum.
It sparkles, it shines, and it's causing talk in museums around the world. ABC's Left 7's Linda Carson takes us on a tour of the new Coulter Colville Glass Pavilion.
Ringling Museum's new Coulter Colville Glass Pavilion has a sculptural glass facade on the outside with light-controlling fins inspired by the effects of wind and water on sand, which is the principal ingredient of glassmaking. Inside, it's breathtaking.
It features our growing collection of studio glass. It also serves as a formal entrance to the historic Oslo Theater. So we have a dedicated box office space here, and if you're coming to the theater, you can come in right through this building.
Much of the studio glass art is from the collections of the Coutlers and Colvilles. ABC7 honored Margot Colville as an amazing Suncoast woman in 2015 when plans for the glass pavilion were first announced. At the time, she and her husband Warren were celebrating 67 years of marriage. He made good in the photo finishing business, and they started collecting glass early on.
While we were strolling on the street, there was a gallery, and it was a glass gallery. And he had an unbelievable display of glass.
They went on to build a world-class glass collection, and now they and the Coutlers are sharing their collections and other studio glass art with Ringling visitors.
So exciting to have this new collecting focus for the Ringling, because we are obviously known for our Baroque collection, and recently we've opened the Center for Asian Art and the Monda Gallery for Contemporary Art. But this is a great new collection for us.
There's lots to see.
At the entrance to the building is a beautiful sculpture by Karen Lamont. It's a sculptural dress, and she's done a lot of these similar works, and I think it's just the intricacy and the detail is really striking to me.
Another piece to look for, a huge glass and wood sideboard by artist Beth Lipman, donated by Ringling board member Dan Denton. The building also has a studio.
We have a wonderful historic theater, but we've never had space for our artists to rehearse in other than the stage. And as we continue our robust performing arts program, we want to be able to have more long-term residencies, have artists come here and create works. And this space will allow us to do that.
The Cutler Colville Glass Pavilion brings art here from 5 different continents, which continues one of Ringling's missions to bring art here from all over the world. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Another thing to see.
Of course, to add to the list, right?
We'll be right back with more news and your forecast. Stay with us.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.